Lil Durk sat down with DJ Akademiks on DJ Akademiks podcast recently to bust down the NBA OTF beat. Let's say this is a different Lil Durk that we seeing right here, but before we get into it, I'm gonna need everybody hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, don't leave up out the trap so you get served. With DJ Akademiks, man. One thing I am gonna say about that interview is Durk showed a lot of polish and a lot of maturity in that interview, because during that interview he could have did all the disrespectful stuff, but he did make a lot of points, especially when he got the rant about Nbayoungboy, and far as like as much as he dissed him and had taunt him about King Von when you had nothing to do with the actual death of King Von. Rest in peace King Von too. I felt that because they basically going back and forth. Yeah, Quando Rondo affiliated to Nbayoungboy, but to participate in the dissing is kind of irrelevant because you're doing more dissing than Quando Rondo doing. And I'm listening to both sides as far as music goes, so I'm not being biased. I'm not picking a side. No, none of that. I'm just, a couple months ago we seen the same thing with Nbayoungboy. Stop the violence, and I'm just trying to squash the problems, and all of a sudden the switch done been hit, and Youngboy ain't promoting Stop the Violence no more. Now we seeing Durk promote Stop the Violence. His songs, the #1 song right now, playing everywhere, is All My Life with J. Cole. So when he could have made a diss to put out the same night Youngboy dropped, he did. He went another way. He wrote an actual, what he did was drop a song that meant something to the people that's listening to his music, and it really means something. It's a concept to it. It's a message to it. So I respect the fact he took that route, me personally. But I also respect Durk loyalty to Von because, like he stated in DJ Akademiks interview, if you messing with YB, Quando, Ron, anybody from Never Broke Again camp, knowing what's going on with them two parties, he can't mess with you. And I felt that because if I'm a ride, if this is my dog right here, and he really going through it with the other side, I can't be the one that's still going over there messing with the other side, knowing he got real blood on the floor with the other side. Now, if I got some type of bond with the other side, then maybe, you know, I'll try to get it settled. But when it come down to really rocking with somebody, you got to pick and choose who you really messing with the most. And in this situation, Von really had love for Durk, and Durk got love for Von, and you see it. Von been gone for a minute. He never stopped talking to Von about Von. He never stopped representing Von. He gonna always show you his pictures. He gonna stand for Von. He's standing on business about Von, and you gotta respect that. But at the end of the day, I like the fact that he didn't use DJ Akademiks' platform to just escalate the problems with the dissing and the going back and forth, the confrontation like usual. You know what I mean? Like somebody gonna have to be the bigger person at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, it looked like it's Durk that's trying to be the bigger person. Yeah, DJ Akademiks was digging a little bit because he really want to know what's going on. And we already know DJ Akademiks, he coat pulling, man. He D-riding. So you know what's going on with DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks picking Durk's side because when it come down to it, he a content creator. And he gonna have more content to talk about, knowing they got a situation. He could talk about that. He gonna be able to talk about YB record sales. He gonna be able to talk about the fact that All My Life is doing more numbers than YB entire album at the moment. He gonna be able to talk about sales. He gonna be able to, he got content to drop about this whole situation. But at the end of the day, to me, I liked this interview more than I liked the Durk on $1 Million Worth of Game. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point you gotta grow. Durk got a lot on the line. Just like Youngboy got a lot on the line. These is two super rich young niggas, man. So at the end of the day, Durk took some shots, like when he said King Von got shot by a nerd. I mean, but still at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He feel how he feel. He lost a homie. So can't nobody really be judgmental about how he feel and what he say about how he feel. Regarding King Von, at the end of the day, King Von, He look at the nigga like the nigga was a brother. He love the nigga like the nigga was a brother. The people that surround him love King Von. So they gotta stand on something. And this is Durk standing on something. And I just gotta acknowledge the fact that, you know what I'm saying, while he going through this thing, he didn't use that DJ Akademiks platform to create more chaos. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, YB gonna do what he do. Whether it's dissing, stop the violence, hoopla, whatever he doing, he gonna do what he do. Because he gonna get money regardless of whatever he do. That's just YB. But Durk gotta also know how to play chess, like he said. You gotta know what you doing. You got to know how to move. Certain things you ain't even supposed to shed light on. Let that sit in the closet, because everything in the closet ain't always getting noticed. On top of that, we already know Durk got a lot going on with other people as far as what's going on in Chirac with Landron 300 and OTF. You know, it's always something going on in Chicago. So Durk do got a lot on his plate, but at the same time, I gotta salute the nigga because he didn't use that platform to be 100% negative. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you trying to transition into something different, you got to start showing that for people to believe that that's what you trying to do. You know what I mean? Simple as that. And YB got to do the same thing, because you can't preach stop the violence 30 days ago, and then today it's like, bow, nigga, we shoot niggas in the back of the head, fuck the dead homies, and blah. You can't, we got to, like, what you gonna stand on? Is you beefing, or is you trying to squash all of that, or is you trying to get into an area where you can move around more and ain't got to worry about all the beefs? Or you just trying to keep beefing? Because at the end of the day, you getting a lot of money, but you can get a whole lot more money. It's never enough money, bruh. And I think for YB, that's something that he need to take into consideration, because he do get a lot of money, but just think about it. If you turning down $15, $20 million tours, just think about it. 2 tours, that's 40,000, that's 40 million. 4 tours, that's 80 million. That's you just blowing money because you feel like you are making enough money. Granted, you are, but it's never enough money. We done seen billionaires go broke. We done seen half of billionaires go broke. We done seen this before. So at the end of the day, man, I need, I just hope both of them. It's never gonna be a squash type of thing, because Von dead. And by the way this street shit set up, ain't no squashing it when blood on the floor. So everybody that's a street dude need to expect that. Everybody that's watching these two go back and forth and the issues that's occurring from the situation that happened with Von, understand the best thing these two niggas can do is just stay out of each other's way, bruh. Because it's never going to be squashed. Somebody died. Would you squash it if somebody died? I don't think so. But I'm going to holler at y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's time for that. Culture for the streets.